Hello and welcome back to another Hearthstone Tavern Brawl, where spells are fun so far. Warrior or Druid is what we've got to play with if we get a choice. It's not always the way, but you know, it's like money for nothing and your chips for free. Maybe I'll buy some more card packs eventually. Hey, it's a great deck, so Warrior it is. Just for the means. Double Deathrattle Battler Standard. Death is not quite the end because minions with Deathrattle now Deathrattle twice. So, I mean, if it's wild, we can do some wild things for sure with Deathrattle. So, I mean, ironically, after last week's shitty Deathrattle deck, we're going to go with Deathrattle. So, each turn it's in your hand, it transforms into a new weapon. That wouldn't be the worst. If you have a weapon, give it +1/+1. I mean, you're always good. So I'm not going to go full Deathrattle. Cleave's always pretty good. For each enemy minion, gain 2 armor. We're not going to do full armor deck. That's not the worst to have. 2 weapons from your deck. Replace your deck with copies of Discoverer cards. It's pretty mean, but it's really bad. Give a damaged minion +3/+3. It has +3 attack whilst damaged. That could be useful to add to it for sure. Each player equips a reasonable weapon. Well, Frothing Berserker is always pretty good. Cobalt Barbarian, sure, you don't sound too bad. Okay, equip a weapon. No, we're not doing that today. Not today, Satan, not today. Give +1/+1 for each. I mean, you're always pretty useful. Can only attack if you have 5 or more armor. We might have a lot of armor, to be honest, with this. Battle Cry adapts. It's not the worst. Whenever this minion takes... could be useful, could not be. I mean, we'll take a Tar Lord. Tar for that. We'll take you. And then we will go into the Deathrattles. Although, you know, maybe we should look... Hello, I've clicked to search and it hasn't searched. Or is that... No, it did. It was just me being stupid. Okay, so Lepanome. We're not going to Northern line up. You're going to be pretty useful. Summon 2 1/1 Raptors, not really going to be the greatest. Add a random Deathrattle card to your hand, sure. We'll get 2 random Deathrattle cards, which won't be the worst. We don't want to give them 2 skeletons after summoning 1 for us. The Battle Cries triggering twice would be useful to that. Resummon the minion twice would also be pretty useful. Add a random Deathrattle minion that died to your hand back to your hand. Sure, that doesn't sound the worst. Okay, recruit an 8-cost minion. I mean, that would mean we'd have to have a reasonable 8-cost minion. You're also just going to be pretty good. So let's get rid of that and see where we are left. Right, so... do we have anything wild? Are we in Wild Boys territory? Is the question, which remains unanswered. This may or may not be the case at this turn. I'm not even reading the things, I'm just looking for a very specific minion. Okay, well we'll take an Ancient Brewmaster, that's not the worst. Right, so I feel like we're not in Wild Boys territory. So we'll take a Cobalt Scalebane, you're always pretty useful. Cobalt is very, very useful indeed. Okay, time to start reading, and then I will go earlier, but... for now, I'm looking at the later game things, and Poisonous Taunt not the worst. If I give it Revive as well, that would be pretty overpowered, to be honest. Summon a random 2-cost minion for your opponent, not really ideal. Deal 1 damage to all other characters, could be useful, but it only merges with other mechs that are potentially mechanical. So Taunt Divine Shield, that's not the worst, right? So let's look for a reasonable 8-cost minion. Okay, that Bone Mare isn't bad, but being recruited would be terrible. Battle Cry is not going to apply for that. Discover a spell and cast it on random targets. And again, you know, you're not going to get the advantage of that. So, Deathrattle, we've got a Deranged Doctor already, haven't we? We have not. Why did you not show on the Deathrattles? Because, you know, that wouldn't be the worst to recruit. So we've got something to recruit. So Divine Shield Bulldozer. I don't expect it to last this long, but we'll take a Deathwing. Then let's go all the way back to the start. Or this'll do, and we'll actually read and look for something reasonable to take at this point. So reduce the cost of random weapon in your hand by 2. It's not really the greatest. After a friendly minion dies, draw a card. It's not the worst. Add a random shaman spell to your hands. Could be useful. I can feel some synergies there. Tar Creeper, Tar very much. Always a useful card to take. We'll take a Shrieking Shroom just to buff it out there. We'll take a Mind Control tech. Then we'll look for something in the 2-cost range. Demolisher is actually not bad. Youthful Brewmaster, Llama Bots, Connoisseur. Whenever you shuffle a card in your deck, shuffle in an extra copy. So if we shuffled in a lot of things, that would not be the worst. Give your hero immune this turn. These are still 3 cost though. I saw 2 at the start and then was like, hang on. I'm reading the 3s. I'll take another Poisonous Taunts. Let's go. Obviously not the greatest deck in the world. I'm just going with the Deathrattle memes, and you know, you don't have to do that. You can easily defeat it without the Deathrattles. You don't need the double Deathrattle to defeat the Tavern Brawl. Any decent deck will do. But we're going with what we've got, you know. I'm not even picking the best class that I've got with the best cards. I've picked something that's off my quest with the meme deck that fits it. So unleash the K3 KEM or K3 K3M, the Kraken, you know. Okay, let's go. That wouldn't be the worst to keep, especially if I've got nothing else to do. Yeah, I'll do that. 2 damage to both of his minions that he'll play turn 1 and turn 2. Potentially fits. So these are the official channels. If you're watching it elsewhere, then someone has stolen my content.
Job done.
Job is done indeed in pimping the channels. So we're on the path to 50 followers on Twitch, so if you want to, feel free to follow on there. I might do some more Twitch live streams and arenas and stuff with this if you actually decide to follow. I doubled just armor on because he did nothing. So that would be a waste. That would be a waste because he would probably just kill it with one of those. And that would not be ideal, you know, it needs to take something else. So discover a secret, yeah, sure. Again, you know, he's not really putting things down, so I'm gonna Elemental Tar Lord. He might kill it, but it's not the worst. It blocks his attack and it's always gonna have more damage than that guy could put out. Well, at least it's gonna kill it anyway. And it'll survive. So he got 2 secrets. He wants some secrets. What secrets is he looking for? But that was a bad mistake by him, because now they're just going to get cleaved. They are cloven enemies. Unless he plays someone else. Cloven hoofed enemies indeed. If it's a 1 health thing though, I can trade with the Tar Creeper into it. Still do that and still put someone else out. Because that's going to be protected. Okay. Counter spell. Copy a minion. Destroy my Tar Lord. Okay. Return it to life with 1 health. Well, you know, that was a bit of a waste for such a shitty early card. To be honest, that was a terrible move. I mean, obviously if he'd have traded them into me, they wouldn't have revived. And that wasn't a Deathrattle either, so, you know, maybe he is expecting to bring it back twice, but it wasn't a Deathrattle. So I haven't been paying attention to my sword as it's been transformed. Okay, resummon this minion. I don't mind if I do. He will be able to really cook your guy. Yeah, it's not the worst. It still survives. And then your guy still kills it anyway. And then it's reborn with full health anyway. So all in all, that was a fair trade to get rid of that secret. In my humble bundle opinion. The Varix. Give a minion +4/+2 when it dies, re-equip this. That's not bad. Summon 2/1/1 mechs with Taunt and Divine Shields. Those are Noyatrons. Well. I mean, I'm just gonna steal something. Hopefully that not the worst. Not the worst. And then I'll take this. And then 4 attack isn't really gonna help us. So I'll put you out there. Now I'll pop the shield on one of these and get rid of him. He's still back alive. And we got 2 of them now. Because double deathrattles, of course, I forgot. It doubles the reborn nature, so now he has to deal with 2 of the Tar Lords to get through. Not bad, if I do say so, and I've got a full field. So a shaman spell, you know, with give them all +3 attack, which is mint. But it's not going to happen. So I might do volatile into one of those. Actually, yeah, that would be smart. Volatile into him, it will zap them both, potentially. Then that into that. That's not ideal. What did he give the thing? I guess it's only when that dies. So unfortunately you're going to be really dumb because you're going to have no minions left on the boards and you're going to spike with that. Or he's going to have a better minion on the board at the time. Okay, that's going to do a lot of damage. That's going to do a lot of damage. We're just going to throw everything at his face at this point. And then I'm going to do that. Trigger the deathrattle. I mean, we don't have a deathrattle to trigger. And I'm just going to attack your face for even more damage. It's not the baddest deck in the world, as I'd imagine. I mean, we're defeating the kraken. Defeating the kraken! The K3N. Yes, the meme Lord Kraken. That just looks so bad. That's like a purple penis to that. That thing's dick is just hanging out there. What have you done? Well, if that doesn't die first, it would have gave me a lot of spells. But, you know, I'm okay with that. So, Wind Fury. Enjoy. Enjoy that. I haven't been looking at the sword again. And then, at the end of the turn, that just gives it even more damage if you find some way of surviving. You say? I see, you have some way of surviving. After you summon a minion, give it +1/+1. Okay, so 3, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's not the worst. Recruit an 8 cost minion. That's only on Deathrattle. So now it's a 6/6 scaling, and I'm gonna leave him to attack me because 2, 4, yeah. Otherwise he could still potentially kill it with that. So I will pop that shield, I guess. But if he does that, he's stupid because it will actually kill him. Right, I should have paid attention to that. Now he can kill it. On the board. If I hadn't have done that, he would have been dead. Because he would not have been able to kill it. Unless he's got a spell. And it would have killed him. For sure. With 1 attack. So will he attack? Yeah, he's going to be smart. He attacks with the minions. I didn't pay attention. My own fault. He would have had to attack it. And it would have killed him. So I missed the lethal. Miss lethal. In chat, Miss Lethal. No. That was bad play on my behalf. Although, you know, destroying it is a friendly minion. It's not any minion. Okay, so rush. Yeah, likewise. And then that kills that. And then we've got 6 damage on you. I mean, you're going to try and attack me with your face, but again, it's not going to help you. You're at 1 HP. Good luck getting through that. You're going to have to wipe my balls to even survive. Or put up a hell of a lot of taunts. You cannot do 31 damage to me. Yeah, you got 8. You got 10. That's 18. Okay, you're giving me 2 8 cost minions. Because I didn't think of the whole thing. You've got a charge. And then you restore 8 health to my minion. And again, you've already lost. Because of the recruitment. Look at how much damage I still have on the field.
The victory is yours.
Whew, the Kraken is defeated! No problem. We've got 1 pack, 10 gold, and what have we got in our pack? Let's have a look. Yeah, we cast 1 spell, we didn't even win 2 games with the warrior. But, you know, we had a much better deck than I actually thought when I was building it. Turns out to play not bad. Golden commons! And a secret misdirection rare. So when an enemy attacks, it attacks someone else. And then we've got a Sun Fury Projector and an Armani Versace Berserker. Equip a 2 weapon with the Arathi. It's not, you know, from Game of Thrones. And then an Imp Master. So 2 rares and 2 golden commons. I don't know, it seems a reasonable pack. And then, you know, we'll just disenchant all of the extra shit that we got. So 8 leftovers to disenchant. Not that I ever do anything with dust. Is there anything that's really good to make with dust at the moment? I don't know. I'm kind of saving it all up, it seems. Anyway, thanks for watching. Join us again for some more. Goodbye.